afraid of no ghosts.
What's going on, guys? And we are back. It's been a while. I know we posted a video saying that we were going to come back and knock out our fan home GhostBusters Ecto-1, and things happened. So we got busy. I've been super busy with work. He's been super busy in high school. And as you can see, he's bigger now since our last video. This kid's growing like a weed, I'm telling you. So our goal is to finally finish this build of the Ecto-1 from Fan Home, originally Eagle Moss. They went out of business, which kind of delayed everything. We started this project in 2020 during COVID. So it's been a while. So we're going to get right into it. We are on issue 20 with the build, and this is our biggest box that we have. It has, I believe it's the roof and a bunch of the other parts in it, but it's a big package. Giggity. It's a big package, so we will get it unboxed and knock it out. So issue 20 has parts 71, 72, 73, and 74. And I will show you what the magazine looks like for it, the book, the instruction manual, and we'll kind of go over that real quick and then get right into the parts and start building this thing. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. All right, so this is our parts guide, which is the Fan Home Hero Collector's Edition. So, like I said, we have parts 71, which is hood, it looks like. Looks like it's going to be the hood, struts, or the under part of the hood, the hinges. More hood hinges, as well as part of the roof, the inner roof, which is right here. And then the actual roof itself. And it looks like they're giving us another screwdriver, which is good because it's been so long since we've done this build. I don't know where that screwdriver is that we were using, which is the one they originally give you. It's kind of a smaller screwdriver. It had like a rubber handle. So maybe they think that by now you need a new screwdriver, so we'll kind of go from there. And then the last parts pack is 74, which is the fender, one of the fenders. That is the left front fender. All right, and the behind the scenes stuff, kind of goes how to build it. Let's jump into the behind the scenes. All right, Candyman. Oh, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which is really cool. I love the way, like I said, we've talked about it in past videos, but Ghostbusters was filmed in that time period where practical effects were more, you were more likely to have practical effects than you were CGI, because CGI wasn't that great back then. So you had guys in costume that basically they acted out the scenes.
It's like the inner working of the head.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And then they built a miniature New York City, basically, and they filmed it as he's walking down and he's stepping on stuff, and it was really cool. I always love the practical effects over CGI. Now, I will say CGI nowadays is amazing. The digital effects and everything, it's insane. Really insane. Let's see here. So he was one of the stunt guys. He was one of the drivers that would drive through New York City in the Ecto-1. I always loved that. They find the old subway station that had the mood slime in it.
I was wondering what that was.
And that's the slime that kind of took over everything. it was cool because, you know, they start yelling and they dropped it in the toaster and the toaster started dancing around and everything, which was really cool. All right, so that's the instruction manual. Let's get into the parts. We'll go with parts pack 71 first. We're gonna get that out, get it set up, and then we'll start putting this together. Now, I'm not gonna go into detail on how we're putting together the parts. If you really want detail, there's other videos out there on everything. I'll kind of show what the parts are, and then it's gonna be us with the finished product. We kind of just want to knock this thing out as fast as we can, and still have a fun video for you guys. But we're gonna try to knock this out. I know the hinge piece itself, there's several pieces. I'm not gonna film us putting all that together. I just want to kind of get it done and show you the final result. So we'll go ahead and get those parts out and go from there. All right, here we go. Here's our parts. And I forgot how big this thing is. This thing is massive. Man, okay, so this is the inner part of the hood. We're gonna go ahead and get this out. I need to lay down a towel so we can put the hood on top of it and not scratch the paint. I think that'll be a really good idea, and I'll show you guys once we have that laid out and situated. All right, so I have my parts situated. I have my hood, which is right here, but we're not going to be needing this just yet. According to this, we're going to put together the, oops, stuff's so heavy, I'm telling you. We're going to put together the hinges first, the right hinge to be exact. So we have our parts here, and we're gonna knock this thing out real quick and then show you the aftermath. I think that's the best idea, the best way to go. Just kind of,
yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and it's gonna be like an hour video. We're just gonna kind of knock this out real quick. Like I said, we've spent so much time with this model. We just want to knock it out and get it done. If you don't like that, I'm sorry, but we just kind of want to do this, get it done, show you the end result, and then call it good. There's other YouTubers that have done this same exact model. I think, what's his name? The World of Wayne. He was one of the big ones that he does so many models. He does everything you can think of. Any model that comes out, he does it. I think he's from the UK, but so he calls parts different things, like a hood. I think he calls it a bonnet and all this. It's just their terminology for everything is a little different than the United States where we are. So we're gonna knock this out again. Knock out these hinges. It doesn't look too complicated. There's a spring on here, so we'll kind of see. We'll let you know how it goes. All right, so after much time, it's only like, I don't know, 20 minutes just to do this. This is the hood spring, or the hood mechanism that helps it open and close. It was a pain in the butt. The main issue is this little spring right here. Oh man, trying to get it on here and get everything lined up. I hope this is correct. It seems like it is. I guess we'll see once we put the hood on and kind of get it on the actual car itself. Yeah, it's hard to say right now. I'm hoping it is. I think it is. It looks like it is, but this little piece is done. So that is actually the main first part. That's the hardest. So now we can go on to the hood supports, as well as the other, that's the hood latch and the hood rim, which is right in the front, right here. So we'll knock that out, as well as mount the one hood hinge to the hood. Theoretically, fingers crossed, everything works out and we can get it done. All right, see you in a few minutes. All right, so that took us a little bit more effort than it should have, because we did mess up when we made the hinge. So the part that sits right here, somehow when we built the actual hinge, it flipped and it was the wrong direction. So we had to take it apart and put it back together and everything. And then we got the under part of the hood, the struts, as well as the hood latch. And there's a little mechanism here, which is like a faux hatch. And then we had to go back to stage 1, which it's been 6 years since we've gotten stage 1.
Yeah.
And I had the box in my closet because it has all the extra pieces in it that we just kind of were throwing in there. So you need this little skirt from stage 1, the very first stage, because if I remember right, first stage you get the hood. I think you get the hood, you get a tire, and something else, some other parts. No, I think the bumper, maybe the steering wheel. I don't know. You get some random parts, but so this is all done. As far as this stage, stage 71 is all done. It looks good. The screwdriver they gave us came in handy. You are also going to need tweezers, or I ended up using needle nose pliers for the spring because I was having a hard time getting the spring to connect and everything. So hopefully we're good there. I think we are. And that stage is done. So we are going to move on to the next stage, which is stage 72. And it is another of the hood springs. So we know what we need to do. We're going to knock that out. And then after that, we'll get that mounted to the hood. The hood itself actually gets mounted to the body, which, get this out of the way. I have all my parts over here. This is our massive body. It's so big. It gets mounted to the hood to right here, and then we'll kind of go from there and continue on. And this is actually the roof, which will be in the next phase after this one. So let's go and knock this out real quick, and we'll see you after I get the hood completely done before we throw it on the actual car. See you in a little bit. All right, so we got the hood on the actual frame itself, or the body. We did have an issue with the spring again. It broke. So, right here, it broke on one end. Honestly, these springs are so small. It's fine. It sucks, yeah, but the hood still works. So the hood still stays open with the one spring. And quite honestly, I mean, I don't think we'll display it with the hood open. So I think it's fine. I think we're good. Definitely got to wipe this thing down before we, display it, because there's fingerprints all over this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention it's been sitting, and even though it was covered up with a bag and a towel on top of that, it needs a complete wipe down with stuff. So anyways, enough of the complaining. Yeah, we broke a spring. It is what it is. It's not like I can call it's not like I could call a fan home and ask for another spring. If I wanted to, I can hunt down a spring online, but I'm not worried about it. All right, so enough of that. On to stage 73, which is the more weight to the frame. It's going to be the inner roof hatch, which is, if I can pick it up, this piece right here. That'll go into the actual roof right here. So kind of cool. We're getting it done, knocking it out, and quite honestly, that's it with that phase. And then we have a piece of the fender to work on, but as of now, we're going to do that. We're going to knock out the roof to the actual body. What do you think so far?
Yeah, it's massive so far.
It's going fairly smooth, other than the spring breaking. I forgot how much work there is to put this thing together with each thing.
It's been so long, so
it has been a while since we've done anything with this. That's why we're kind of like, okay, let's just build it. I almost didn't want to build this on camera. I was just going to build it and say, okay, this is what we did. But I want to show you guys kind of our progress, kind of like with the other videos. That way we have a document of how long it's taken us to do this thing. So let's continue on. Let's get this roof on, and I'll show you guys after the fact and how it looks. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's knock it out. All right, so just a quick note on putting this panel in this. I honestly don't know why they did it that way, because this is going to be covered up anyways by the roof rack, but it is what it is. There is an arrow right there. That is to go towards the front of the car. So, sorry, I had to look at the manual. Instructions are important. So, the front of the car, so you put it on there, and then it should be good to go. So, all right, we're gonna knock this out. All right. It wasn't too hard. We have the roof officially attached to the, watch out, I'll run you over. Officially attached to the actual body itself. Man, this thing weighs so much. There was a little bit of an issue because this obviously is metal, and I don't know if it's because it's cold in the room that I'm in or what, but the metal wasn't lining up necessarily with the screw holes, so you really had to kind of squeeze it. Well, he squeezed it while I put the screws in, and you know, he used his muscle. But we got it on, it's done. Now we can move on to the last pack of this box, and that is stage 74, and it is the fender. It looks like we're going to be putting a fender flare, like an inside flare, and wire covers. So right there, that, and then there's wire covers, and then that's it. That'll be it for this box. So we're gonna knock this out real quick and go from there. All right, guys, we are all done with that stage. Got the fender all done. All we had to do was put on this molding right here, and then obviously we have the roof on the car. We had to put wire connectors underneath that go right here. Those were kind of in an awkward angle to put in, and you can't see because your fingers have to hold it, and bad design, but it is what it is. We have it in, everything is done. We can't do anything with the fender for now. Now we just got to move on to issue 21, which will be in another video, because who knows how long that's going to take us. Honestly, we've been doing this 2 hours now, roughly. 2 hours?
No.
About 2 hours, maybe less. But we've been slowly going through the process, and again, we had issues with the hinges. So that's that. And usually whenever we, like I said, whenever we build these and we do the parts packs, me and him will sit and talk and goof around and do whatever. So what do you think? You like being back?
Yeah.
I can't wait to have this thing done. Honestly, this thing's been sitting on my shelf half together, and I just want it done.
And summer vacation's almost here,
Yes.
so we can get them done with.
Yes, summer vacation's right around the corner for him. You're going to be out of school. I'll be able to, I think we're going to have this done before summertime, before summer vacation. That's my goal. I want to do at least 2 boxes a week if we can. But we'll see. We'll kind of see how it goes. If we get busy or whatever, then obviously it gets shelved and life continues. But hope you guys liked this video. I know it's been a while since we've been on. Please like, subscribe. Check out our other channel, Midnight Mischief. We only have 2 videos on there. One explaining the channel, and the other one was a epic horror unboxing video, which we were fun with. We had a lot of fun with. We're going to add more content to that channel as well. Again, we've just been really busy with stuff, but things are coming. I could already feel Halloween in the air, even though it's 106 degrees in March, so it's kind of horrible. But Halloween's around the corner in my mind. You know, I love Halloween. So again, hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.